Hello YouTube. Mr. Attitude here. Mr. So Charming. Mr. Damn well, I ain't talking about Miss Ling Ling. From Miss Thing Thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Trap phone. I said I was gonna make a video. Didn't really get around to it. Being that kids were in the house, making a lot of noise, a whole bunch of other stuff. Had to come to my cousin's house for a little peace of mind and solidify some type of sanity. So I had a moment and I was like, well, hey, why not do what I initially said I was going to do, which was upload a video, touch on a few things. It's probably supposed to be more of a bang, bang for your buck. I guess something synonymous to the Patti LaBelle pies, something you can taste and but I guess first, the most sensitive topic, religion. Foremost, I guess I would say that the name of this little channel is going to be That's So Random, because you never know what comes to my mind. If it comes up, it comes out. I've always been like that. Kind of a vice, as well as an asset, if you will. So religion, I don't know how a lot of people feel about it, but, I'm a Christian. I am. A lot of people don't realize that everything that we go through is not always a product of something we've done. However, the Bible does say that the wages of sin is death. I don't know if everyone takes that as literally as I do, but death is death. So that's really serious. So if you're telling me the wages of sin is death, I'm thinking the worst case scenario, when people say, oh, it's not as bad as you think. And typically you're thinking something horrible. And it's like, what happened? It's like, oh, I was asleep. Well, I was calling you. I thought you were dead, but the wages of sin is death. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? If we live in this lifestyle, 9 times out of 10, you might contract something. Somebody might kill you, rob you. You might trust the wrong person, fall in love, whatever the case may be. But the wages of sin are death. The wages of sin is death. So, have to be mindful of the things that we do. Things that we allow into our lives. My cousin Money. Shout out Money. Money. She says it all the time. That toxic, you can't have toxic people around you. That toxicity. As I get more in depth in these videos, well, I guess I would say more prominent. I have a video editing person, someone who does all of that for me, because I'm not too knowledgeable on how to do all of that. Not that tech savvy. I mean, I am, but I'm not at the same time, if that makes any sense. But, you have to be mindful of the people that we allow into our lives, because some people are like leeches and some people are just toxic, period. I mean, it's not something they can control. I mean, tree frogs are beautiful, yes. That can't be denied. However, one lands on your wrist, but you might not wake up tomorrow. But yeah, that toxic, I just want to say energy, that you don't want around you. Also, we have the sins of our fathers. And that's not just saying all of our fathers, but, the sins of our parents. You were a child born out of wedlock. You might go through some stuff in life. Not because you're a bad person and because your parents are a bad person, but they sinned. Fornication. It's a sin. And I mean, hey, you decide to stop watching the video at this point, and start watching the video. Probably one of those fornication babies anyway. I'm kidding. Another thing, along the same lines of religion, we have to be mindful of the things we bring into our homes too. Spirits sometimes like to send center themselves around inanimate objects. They, can grab hold of things. And when we hoard and we collect things, and we tend to try to keep stuff because it holds some type of value to us, or because this person gave this to me in 1994. Well, you wonder why you can't let this person go. You got his shoes in your closet. You got the table he gave you in his closet. You got 67 articles that belong to this person in your closet, and you wonder why you can't get them out of your house. Another thing too is really speaking things into existence. When people say, "Oh, I'm helpless," or "I'm this or that or the other," I'm a prime candidate of that. I'd be quick to say, "Oh, I can't do this because I got to babysit." Not even 3 minutes later, I get a phone call. "Hello, can you watch your sister?" "I cannot." What you mean? And I'm roped into something that I spoke into existence. The same thing is with our afflictions. We have the power of life and death is in the tongue. So we speak our afflictions onto ourselves sometimes. "Oh, I can't do this because I have this," or "I can't do that because I have this." Stop speaking it. Start speaking healing. Start speaking some positive things, and some positive things will come. You continuously speak negative things, and the reciprocation of that is going to be evident. I'm not really going to stay on that too long. Next thing, fathers and these children. Fathers. I'm just playing. I love that. Every time that Patti LaBelle video. Patti! But no, fathers, you can't assume that because you see your children once or twice a week or even a month, that's adequate time spent with your child. Like, "Oh yeah, I'm in my son's life. I see him once a week." How the hell? Who said that? That's adequate in your opinion? Okay. You see if somebody feeds you once a week, and how would you feel? What you gonna do? Go and get nutrients from somewhere. It's human nature. If a child's not getting what, I'm not even gonna say a child's not getting. I guess it'd be better to use a plant to contrast what I'm trying to say. Plant's going to get nutrients. If not, or if said nutrients aren't readily available, plants move. They have that chemistry where they can do all of that. I don't know. I'm not in the botany. I'm just saying that once or twice a month is not sufficient or conducive to anything healthy in a child's life. Especially when a father says, "Oh, I do for my child." A child don't see the shoes. A child can care less about shoes. Children go outside and tear up a $300 pair of shoes like it ain't nothing. But you need to be in your child's lives. I might be talking to someone over here or over there. I get that from Tyler Perry. Talking to somebody over there. But it's real. All bullcrap aside. Because a woman can't raise a man, and a man can't raise a woman. I could be talking about a woman too. I'm sorry. If I'm being sexist to the men who are raising children alone. Tell their mothers, you need to be in this child life. I can't teach her about no period. I don't have one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just, and I only say that because I have 9 nieces and nephews, and that's a lot. And I don't have no kids of my own. I'm gonna be 20. Oh, I'm trying to go back in time. I'm not finna be 27. I am 27. And there's a few other things I wanted to touch on. This video almost didn't get made. However, since I have time, I might as well do it. So I'm not gonna go down every intricate thing that I had to go down. Yeah, that's just a big thing for me, because fathers always in the latter part of the child's life say, "Oh man, how did this happen? How did that happen?" What do you mean, how did it not happen? What do you mean your son didn't turn out to the man that he wanted to be? He saw you twice a month, and that equated to what? 12 months in a year. That's 2, 4, 6, 2. I'm not good at math as well either. English, math. But if I see you twice a month, 12 months in a year, that's 24, 48. You saw your child 48 times in a year, and you expected him to be the man that you want him to be. How could he be that man if he only saw you 48 times a year? You know what I'm saying? Not enough time to be a man. Hell, if that was the case, I've been had my degree by now. Sorry. Another thing I want to touch on is anger, because a lot of us deal with it. A lot of us deal with it, and it's not cool. We can't take our anger out on these children. These children remember everything. My niece told me just earlier today, actually. She was like, well, she didn't tell me. She told my mother. She was like, Nana, I think you need a different house. And then my mom was like, why? And then she gonna look at me and say, you remember that day when you and TT? Well, no. She was like, you remember that day when I was in the tub and TT had the belt and you was hitting everything with the whoa, what? Huh? Wait a minute. I didn't hit you. She's like, no, but she was like, that scared me. I think we need a new house. And I'm like, dang. And I only say that to say that we don't know how far down the timeline the ripples of our choices like ripple. Needless to say, we don't know how far back children can remember. Because I can remember times that my dad has done things to me that some people might seem as unforgivable. Now looking back at it, I feel like that. Honestly, in my opinion, if I was in the same boat, I would have done the same damn thing. I would have killed me. And then people, and I'm glad that I said that. Now that I'm on that topic of parents, the Bible says that we are supposed to honor our mother and our father, and a lot of us don't do that. I mean, I do. I'm not saying that I don't, but a lot of us don't. And that's one thing that you should always do. I don't care. If you can honor your boss and kiss your boss butt, you should honor your parents. Your parents brought you into this world. Your boss just signs a paycheck. I'm just saying. Just some little food for thought. I don't think I could ever blatantly disrespect my mother. Like, I do some things sometimes. She be like, hey, Tony, I need you to do this. No, but you were serious. Sorry. But our parents, they paid the ultimate price, and that was bringing us into this world, whether it was done in sin or not. It was done. So we, what I'm saying, we owe them a token of gratitude, at least to respect them. You're not gonna do anything, at least respect them. You gotta do a damn thing, but respect them. And you only have the two parents. For those who have lost their parents, my condolences. For those who haven't, get your shit together. And I wouldn't trade my mother for anything in the world. You know what I'm saying? She might not be turning up with me in videos or doing all this other kind of crazy stuff. That everybody else's mothers do with them. But my mother dealt with me for 27 years. That's the best I can ask for. And I wouldn't trade her for anything in the world. But just because your mama liked you don't mean she would have liked me. Because I was a lot to deal with. My mama didn't do it once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 crazy children. And all 3 of us should have been institutionalized. And my mom should have been in the pavilion. But it's neither here nor there. There's just a few things, topical things that I wanted to go over. As the weeks progress, the videos will be more and more detailed and more concise as well. I know there was definitely something else that I wanted to touch on. If all those people got a job, raise your hand. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. What the hell? Oh, it's a shadow. Oh, I forgot I was recording. Yeah, so, it's so random. That has been, I guess, everything that I said has been random. However, it's the truth, just a little recap. If you don't want to deal with something, don't speak it into existence. If you're tired of your job and you're unhappy and you feel like you're being treated wrong, start speaking into existence. Start speaking some prosperity into your life. Start speaking some blessings. Start speaking some increase. Start speaking some promotions. Respect your parents. Raise your children. Eat your vegetables. Get a job. Own a business. No, I'm just playing. Buy a patty pot. Yeah. This has been that so random. Wait a minute, who That's peace anymore. It's 2015. This has been That's So Random. Hey.